វាគ្រាន់តែជាជោគជ័យបាទវាគ្រាន់តែជាបាទការគិតឃើញខ្លីៗធម្មតាហើយចម្លើយទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងវាជាចម្លើយរបស់អ្នករៀនដែលគាត់ចង់បានបាទជោគជ័យនៅពេលដែលគាត់មិនដឹងថាហ្នឹងវាមានបាទលក្ខណៈដោះស្រាយបែបខ្លីៗឬក៏ស្រួលទេណាបាទ Anotherly បាទជាក់ស្ដែង motivation is not the wrong answer to explaining learner success ជាក់ស្ដែងការលើកទឹកចិត្តហ្នឹងគឺវាអត់ខុសអីទេបាទគឺវាមិនមែនជាចម្លើយខុសទេណាបាទតែត្រូវបញ្យល់ប្រាប់បាទកូនសិស្សឲ្យរៀនទៅបានជោគជ័យវា but it is right only when it full complexity is recognized ប៉ុន្តែ motivation ហ្នឹងវាពិតជាមានការយល់ត្រឹមត្រូវនៅពេលណាដែលភាពស្មុគស្មាញនៅក្នុងការរៀនរបស់យើងហ្នឹងត្រូវបានសិស្សលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូហ្នឹងគាត់ថាអូអាហ្នឹងវាពិបាកមែនអញ្ចឹងពេលហ្នឹងទាមទារការលើកទឹកចិត្តឲ្យប្រឹងណាឲ្យរៀនបាទឲ្យខំណាបាទអញ្ចឹង motivation វាកើតឡើងនៅពេលដែលស្ថានភាពរៀនហ្នឹងវាលំបាកទៅវាស្មុគស្មាញទៅបាទ and apply appropriately in the language classroom បាទហើយmotivation ត្រូវបានគេយកមកប្រើឲ្យបានសមរម្យណានៅក្នុងបាទថ្នាក់រៀនបាទជាពិសេសគឺរៀនផ្នែកភាសាបាទរៀនភាសាណាធម្មតាទាំងខ្ញុំនិងគេនៅពេលដែលរៀនទៅយូរទៅស្រាប់តែវាកាន់តែស្មុគស្មាញពិបាកយល់ញញ៉ៃអញ្ចឹងទៅពេលហ្នឹងគឺយើងចាប់ដើមនៅឃើញថាតើយើងគួរតែឈប់ឬក៏គួរតែបន្តនៅពេលដែលយើងលើកអាភាពស្មុគស្មាញហ្នឹងទៅកាន់គ្រូឬក៏មិត្តភក្តិដែលចេះហ្នឹងគឺគេមានគំនិតពីមកយើងអញ្ចឹងគេអាចជាអ្នកបោះចោលអ្នកឯងបោះចោលត្រូវប្រឹងបន្ថែមទៀតឬក៏ត្រូវប្រឹងពីចំណុចនេះទៅឬក៏ត្រូវទៅជួបអ្នកណាដែលប្រកែកជាងអាហ្នឹងគឺ motivation វាកាត់ឡើងទៅពេលហ្នឹងមែនទេអញ្ចឹងតាមសេចក្តីផ្ដើមមក paragraph នេះទាំងអស់នេះអាចដឹងថា motivation ហ្នឹងមិនដែរតាម motivation ហ្នឹងវាកើតឡើងនៅពេលណា when does it have motivation បាទអាចចែកបែបទាំងពីរទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទ motivation នៅពេលដែលយើងអានទៅដល់ហើយនេះអញ្ចឹង motivation វាកើតឡើងនៅពេលដែលអ្នករៀនទាំងអស់គ្នាហ្នឹងគាត់ស្មុគស្មាញបាទគាត់ជួបស្ថានភាពស្មុគស្មាញណាដល់ពេលគាត់ស្មុគស្មាញមិនដឹងថារៀនទៅវាមិនទេអញ្ចឹងពេលហ្នឹងវាត្រូវការលើកទឹកចិត្តការផ្ដល់ជាយោបល់អូខេនេះឯងត្រូវតែប្រឹងចេះមួយចេះពីរណាបាទអញ្ចឹង motivation វាកើតឡើងនៅពេលដែលមានស្ថានភាពមួយដែលសម័យខ្លួនហ្នឹងគាត់ទៅមុខលែងចង់រួចបាទ Okay, this is just some short of the content of this paragraph. Okay, the next section I would like to read. In the previous chapter, 12 principles of language learning and teaching were examined. Underlying each of those 12 is a complex array of research and practice that should remind us that foundational principles are not simple constructs that can be adequately defined in a brief maxim. One of the 12 principles was intrinsic motivation. In this chapter, we will take a careful look at the complexity and power of intrinsic motivation. បាទអញ្ចឹងគេលើកឡើងខ្លីៗឡើងនេះណាបាទវាមានជាទ្រឹស្ដីដល់12របៀបណា12របៀបហើយក្នុងហ្នឹងគឺគេរកឃើញថា intrinsic motivation ហ្នឹងក៏វាជា principle មួយដែរបាទ Okay everyone how about your additional idea okay you can add more if you think motivation should come from the other situation of the context. It is about the competitive context or cooperative context or cognitive context or deliberative context, okay, and so on. Oh, hello, Petra. Yes, hello. I'm really happy to hear you. To hear you. Okay. Have you had dinner already? Already. Okay, good. Did you feel yeah fresh or sleepy? Yeah, sleepy after food. Okay. For me, I feel sleepy. Yeah. After food, I'm always sleepy. Yes, after food, it would have many or more and more people to get to relax after food, and some of them are trying to struggle to walk to walk around to have the to have food melting or to have food production, and they think it can make them healthy, right? ធម្មតាទាំងខ្ញុំនិយាយកណ្ដាលខ្ញុំញ៉ាំអាហារគឺខ្ញុំដឹងតាងុយអេចឹងបាទបាទដាក់ទៅណាឲ្យទៅណាអាលំទៅណាងឯងប៉ុន្តែមានអ្នកខ្លះគាត់ហូបឲ្យហើយគាត់អត់សូវចង់នៅមួយកន្លែងគាត់ដើរណាដើម្បីឲ្យអាចលណាហ្នឹងវាជួយអា food production ហ្នឹងអាហារកិនឲ្យបានល្អណាបាទអានេះចូលចិត្ត behavior មួយណា Yeah, okay. What kind of behavior do you always apply after food?
Be sleep, teacher.
It is the real answer. Real answer. Okay, natural answer. How about inclusive mind? What is your behavior after food? Uh, okay, sorry, I done. Yeah, I should not ask you personally like this. Okay. Now turning back to reading. Okay, tonight we just read. I think we should not talk more based on the different difficult situation among us. Okay, defining motivation. Okay, who would like to read this section? Yeah, defining motivation or motivation definition or motivation identification. Just read and no need to explain or no need to do interpretation បាទគ្រាន់តែអានមកចាំបកស្រាយអីហ្នឹងតោះគ្នាបាទបាទចាំយើងអឺ if
Teacher,
you, yes,
let me read for you.
okay, thank you. Please read it for all of us. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Defining motivation. How would
Yes,
you define motivation? Let me offer the following dictionary definition. Drawn from a number of different sources,
yes,
motivation is the extent to which you make choices about a goals to pursue, and B, the effort you will devote to the pursuit.
okay, pursuit. Yeah, it is clear. Yeah, clear. Okay, please next.
I
Uh,
prefer someone else teacher because
okay.
I'm doing two tasks already at the same time.
Let let
uh,
let me
yeah.
continue, teacher.
Okay, please, Marvin, please.
You can interpret this definition is varying way depending on the theory of human behavior you adopt. For the sake of simplicity, let us look at theories of motivation in terms of two opposing camps. In one of the in one of these camp is a traditional view of motivation that account for human behavior through a behav- behavioristic paradigm,
Yeah, paradigm.
like paradigm that stresses the importance of reward and reinforcement. In the other camp are a number of cognitive psychological viewpoints that explain motivation through deeper, less observable phenomena.
Yes.
These two traditions are described below. For further perspective on defining motivation, especially constructivist view of motivation, see PLLT chapter 6.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, uh, where the sick is waiting for us. Yeah. Well, this is a good explanation about the uh, motivation that it is the source and it based on the situation and also a theory identification, and it has got the opposing claims that motivation may have the different uh, behavioristic paradigm, and it has the result of rewardings and reinforcement or pushing people to do something else that they feel they seems to feel in that luck. Okay, so motivation is likely the driver to push the uh, hopeless people to go forward, yeah, to go further or to jump out of the deadlock to struggle their yeah to get deadlock their hinders or their obstacles. Okay, thank you, Marvin and Kumalai. Okay, so let's move to another long behavioristic definition. Yeah, it is about the physical identification, and it is also a part of the motivational factor. Yeah, some people need to understand from physical explanation or body explanation. We would like to say body language sometimes. Okay, a behavioristic definition, and who would like to read this? Okay, it is also a part of the motivation definition. Yeah, but it is about the physical application. Uh, please feel free to raise your hand to read it, and please.
If there are someone love my voice, I'll be read again.
To me, I love your handsome voice. Yeah, your powerful voice. Okay, everyone, do you strongly agree with Marvin's suggestion or request?
Mr. Marvin, please read for
Okay,
us.
please.
Thank you so much.
All right, all right. Please read it further. Okay. Please read it continuously, please. បាទសូមជិះបន្តបាទ
Thank you. Behavioristic definition. A behavioristic psychologist like Skinner or Watson would stress the role of reward and perhaps punishment in motivation behavior.
អូ
In Skinner operate condition model, for example, human being like other living organism will pursue a goal because they pursue a reward for doing so.
yes
The reward serves to reinforce behavior to cause it to persist. The tradition gives us what I might facetiously refer to as the and theory of behavior derived from the now seldom practiced administration of candies to children for manifesting desired behavior.
all right
A behaviorist would define motivation as the anticipation of reinforcement. We do well to hit the credibly of self definition. There is no question that a tremendous proportion of what we do is motivated by an anticipated reward. From eating to exercising to studying and even to altruistic altruistic
altruistic yeah altruistic
altruistic
yes
acts of ministering to others. There is something in it for me. The emotional overtone of the more intangible reward must not be ignored. Mr. and Miss Huge and Luster are all at time payoff was striving for. Reinforcement theory is a powerful concept for the classroom. Learner like the probable horse running after the carrot pursue goal in order to receive its eternally administered reward, praise, gold star, grade, certificate, diplomas, scholarship, careers, financial independence, and ultimately happiness.
all right okay
Thank you.
yeah thank you so much it is in a good process of writing yeah do you think so first it is about yeah the definition of yeah of body uh yeah of body application and then it brings us into the yeah perception or definitions relating to the okay, struggling for rewards and lastly it is showing us okay it shows us the result when we have tried hard okay and until the end yeah we get some good result from our struggling it is likely praise okay gold stars yeah grades okay good grades yeah certificates diploma and okay until the the candidate have good good job in their career and when they have yeah, when they have a good job, they also have their, okay, also have their currency benefits, and lastly, they feel happy. Okay, they feel happy. Okay, after they have try hard, everything is success. They feel happy. Yeah, this is their happiness. Okay អាចតន់បងប្អូនគេអួតប្រាប់យើងហ្នឹងណាបាទដំបូងគឺគេប្រាប់ថាការខំប្រឹងប្រែងដោយកម្លាំងកាយហ្នឹងវាចេះមួយចេះពីរបន្តមកទៀតគឺគេបង្ហាញអំពីការខំនៅក្នុងកិច្ចការប្រឹងប្រែងជាប្រចាំថ្ងៃរបស់គេនៅពេលដែលគេប្រឹងហើយចុងក្រោយគឺគេបានលទ្ធផលបែបអញ្ចឹងណាបាទវាមានទទួលបាននៅការសរសើរបានជាពានរង្វាន់អីចឹងទៅមានចំណាត់ថ្នាក់ល្អមានសញ្ញាបត្ររហូតដល់គេមានឱកាសបានការងារបានប្រាក់បានប្រាក់បៀវត្សទាំងទៅចុងក្រោយគេសប្បាយចិត្តមែនទេបាទហ្នឹងបន្ទាប់ពីយើងរៀនចប់ទៅគឺលទ្ធផលវាបែបអញ្ចឹងមែនទេបាទមានការងារធ្វើមានចេតនាមានអីគឺ however they feel good បាទយ៉ាងអត់ណាក៏គេមានអារម្មណ៍សប្បាយចិត្តដែរបាទចឹងអាហ្នឹង
I
ក៏
don't think so, teacher,
Okay good yeah please argue
because when they work, they will be stressed. The stress, sometimes they also sad, feel sad, depressed, anxiety. A lot of things happen.
อืม
But that's life. No wonder.
yes
No one will gonna live happily ever after. No, of course, that's the part of life. The ingredients
อืม
preparing for food. We have soy sauce, which is really smelly. Also fish sauce. We have pork. We have we have what is this? Sometimes they use shrimp paste. We have a lot of ingredients to
อืม
just to prepare one delicious food dish, and our life is just the same. We
all
have
right
we enjoy, we cry, we feel sad, depressed, happy, parties, and sad. Everything just life.
yeah yeah
Sorry.
that's true that you have that you have confirmed us about that yeah yeah to get this result all of the learners must experience with all what you have mentioned yeah yeah difficulty tiredness or yeah pressure or and yeah uh, they would be in isolation they will face every situation in their learning life and but when they get the behavioristic motivation they at least get some point from this result yeah this is just the indicators when they try they how at least or they uh, might get what they already planned okay yes thank you Niku yeah this is also a kind of good motivation. Yeah, when the student learn and understand that they, yeah, at least they try for themselves better than before. Okay, let's move to number two. Okay, point number two. Yeah, cognitive definitions. It has got how many? Okay, dry theory. Okay, yeah, please. Who would like to share your reading? Point number two.
Picture me.
Please, yeah.
Cognitive definition. A number of cognitive psychological viewpoints offer quite a different perspective on motivation, while rewards are very much a part of the whole picture. The difference lies in the resources of motivation and in the power of self-reward. Three different theories illustrate this side of motivation.
Yes.
A. Drive theory. Those who see human drives as fundamental to human behavior claim that motivation stems from basic innate innate drives. David Asbel, 1968, elaborated on six different drives. One, explorations, manipulation, activity, stimulation, knowledge, ego, enhancement. All of these drives act, act not so much as reinforcers as in behavioristic theory, but as innate pred, predis, predispositions, compelling us, as it were, to probe the unknown, to control our environment, to be physically active, to
Yes.
be receptive to mental, emotional, or physical stimulation, to yearn for answers to questions, and to build our own self esteem. It takes a little imagination to see how motivation in the classroom is the fulfillment of these underlying drives.
Great rise. Okay.
Hierarchy of needs theory. One of the most widely cited theories of motivation comes from Abraham Maslow, 1970, who, in the spirit of drive theory, elaborated further to describe a system of needs within each human being that propel us to higher and higher attainment. Maslow's hierarchy is best viewed metaphorically.
Metaphorically.
Oh, I missed the line. Metaphorically, as a pyramid of needs, progressing from the satisfaction of purely physical needs up through safety and communal needs to needs of esteem, and finally to self actualization, a, a state of reaching your fullest potential.
Yes.
Hmm. Oh, this is how it looks like, the
Yes.
pyramid.
Yes. Exactly.
Self-actualization, esteem, strength, esteem status, love, belongingness, affection, safety, security, protection, freedom from fear. That's good. Air, water, food, rest, exercise.
Yes.
So air, water, food, rest, exercise are like the basic one.
Yes.
Then when we have air, if it will create like we're starting to have, when you have all of those things, means you feel like safety, security, protection, freedom from fear. Yeah. Then go up, 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 up. The top one is
Ourselves.
self-actualization.
Okay. That is me. That is you. Okay. It is you. All right. Finally, we are there. Okay. Okay. To understand this schemata, we need to we can uh, reflect it from the okay from top to bottom or from bottom to top. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to continue reading, or yeah, you can ask for help from your classmates because you
I
have.
can continue, teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm done eating though.
Because you have used much energy. You have consumed much energy.
All right. Of key importance here is that a person is not adequately energized to pursue some of the higher needs until the lower foundations of the pyramid have been satisfied. Oh, here. Okay, have been satisfied. Therefore, a person who is hungry or cold, who has gotten little sleep, etc., as little motivation to see beyond those pressing physical discomforts to pursue anything higher. Likewise, needs for safety, comfort, routine, protection, and for a feeling of belonging in a group of classmates or friends must be met in order for a person to devote full energy to the higher needs of academic attainment, achievement, or of recognition for successes, and to the ultimate peak of being all that you can be. Maslow's theory tells us that what might be inappropriately viewed as rather ordinary classroom routines may in fact be important uh, precursors to to motivation for higher attainment, for an activity in the classroom to be considered motivating, then it need not be outstandingly striking, innovative, or inspirational. Even familiar classroom procedures, take, taking roll, checking homework, small talk at the beginning of class, etc., if they fulfill lower order needs, can pave the way to meeting higher order needs.
Okay, thank you. How about the final part of this summary?
Summary.
Yes, yes.
Hmm. What do you mean, sir?
The final part of the Maslow theory that tell us. Okay, it is started from the classroom procedure, yeah, taking role, checking homework, small talk. Yeah, this is our routine work, and however, it looks so simple, but it is very helpful to our learners. Yeah, uh, to get motivated with their teachers or with their lecturers. Uh, yeah, mutual conversation can bring them to have good motivation, right? No need to be out, yeah, standing, innovative or inspirational, but keep in touch with the daily communication. Okay, our learners can get, yeah, motivated very often, right? How about point C? Do you still want to read, or do you want to ask for help? Yeah, you have choices, yeah, for discussion. Self control theory. Yeah.
I
This
think
kind of,
Sraimai has been quiet for so long. I'm
oh,
wondering where is she right now. She attend she attends class, but she's so quiet.
Này cô say
No
mát
part
bây giờ nữa.
no participation.
Just join.
Checking
Yeah.
attendance, eh? Checking
Yeah.
attendance.
Samai, did you feel hurt when you have heard of this argumentative voice? Ở đây gì có mai thì mai ly có chi gì đó bà gì mình là gì bàn bón bón đăng ký anh độ bàn á ở cực chỉ cà phải bộ. Yeah. Hopefully they might can contribute her reading, yeah, her reading share ที่คนอ่าน yes
I think I will just continue.
okay please thank you.
Self-control theory. Certain cognitive psychologists, for instance, Hunt 1971, focus on the importance of people deciding for themselves what to think or feel or do. We define ourselves by making our own decisions rather than by simply reacting to others. Motivation is highest when one can make one's own choices, whether they are in the short-term or long-term context. In
Yes,
the classroom, when learners have opportunities to make their own choices about what to pursue and what to not to pursue, um, as in the cooperative learning context, they are fulfilling this need for autonomy. When learners get things shoved down their throats, motivation can wane, according
yes,
to this branch of theory, because those learners have to yield to others' wishes and commands.
thank you Nicole, thank you very much. Yes,
Welcome.
self-control theory, however, it seems to have a short writing explanation, but the main point is independent determination, right? Yeah. uh, Importance of people deciding for themselves. Okay, they do something based on their own decision. Okay, to pursue or not to pursue their goals. This is according to their decision. Yeah. Well, that's so good. Let's move to intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Okay, now let me read it for you if someone don't want to read. Yeah.
Let me have Nekrumalai.
Okay, thank you, please.
At the moment, I'm silent because I want to uh, hear the good voice from Nekru.
Beautiful voice from that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she is my idol. Exactly.
How can he pronounce well? It's look like I sing it. Sometimes it's uh, better than the foreigner.
Uh, yeah, she pronounced the word naturally, normally, yeah, simply. Okay, the crew.
Okay, maybe tonight there are two students studying chair.
Yeah, you have yeah, you have played very hurtful. Yeah,
That's
let's
okay,
see.
teachers. So this is the part of motivation for you too. Maybe you might feel discouraged, like, oh, where are my
Really love.
students? They were so quiet. I feel like I don't want to teach them anymore. So next time, oh, let's skip the class. Oh no, 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 no. So at least you have both of us. So don't be discouraged, teacher.
However, silence is also a part of motivation. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's start.
Yes, silence is also part of motivation. When we are silent, which means we try to listen much, right?
There,
Until
there are two options. Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Silent mean that we listen carefully, and other option is silent
Okay, it's
uh,
not understandable.
is not understandable.
So silent can be both understand and yeah, can be both understandable and not understandable. Okay, yeah, no problem. So later on, they hear some of us and me too. They can get the main points from what we have already talked. Yeah. Okay, please keep continue your reading, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Before we look closely at intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, let me offer a disclaimer of sort.
Yes.
For several decades, research on motivation in the field of second language acquisition research have been strongly influenced by the work of Robert Gardner and his associate Gardner and Lambert, 1972, Gardner, 1985, Gardner and
Tire.
McIntyre, 1991, 1993, Gardner and Tremblay, 1994.
Yes.
In this succession of research study and this
Distinction.
distinction has
Yes.
been made between integrative and instrumental orientation. Section PLLT Chapter 6. While the 1972 study claimed that an integrative orientation, desire to learn a language stemming from a positive effect toward a community of its speaker, was more strongly linked to success in learning a second language than an an instrumental orientation. Desire to learn a language in order to attain certain career, educational, or financial goals. Later studies showed that both orientation could be associated with success. Remember two important points. First, the research by Gardner and his colleagues centered on the the dichotomy
Yeah.
dichotomy of orientation, not motivation, orientation, mean context or purpose for learning. Motivation refer to the intensity of one's
Impetus.
impetus to learn. An integrative orientation simply mean to learn, not to pursuing a second language for social and or cultural purpose. And within that purpose, a learner could be driven by a high level of motivation or a low level. Likewise, in an instrumental orientation, learners are studying a language in order to further career, or academic goal. The intensity uh, the intensity or motivation of learner to attain that goal could be high or low. Second, integrative and instrumental orientation are not to be confused with intrinsic or extrinsic motivation. They are separate issues. One integrative instrumental orientation is a true dichotomy and refer only to the context of learning. The other intrinsic motivation designate a continuum continuum
Yeah, continuum.
continuum of
Yeah, continuum
possibility
possibilities. Yeah,
of intensity
possibility.
of feeling or drive ranging from deeply internal self generate reward to strong internally administered reward from beyond oneself. Now let's move to specifying further what the intensity intrinsic integrative continuum implied. Edward Daisy 1975 23
Yeah,
defined
page 23.
page 23 defined in intrinsic motivation this way. Intrinsically motivate activity are one for which there is no apparent reward except the activity itself. People seem to engage in the activity for their own sake and not because they lead to an extrinsic reward. Intrinsically motivated behavior are aimed at bringing about certain internally rewarding consequence, namely feeling of competence and self-determination.
All right, all right.
Extrinsically motivated behavior, on the other hand, are carried out in anticipation of a reward from outside and beyond the self. Typical extrinsic rewards are money, prizes, grade, and even certain type of positive feedback. Behavior in initiate, initiate,
Yeah, initiative.
initiate,
Initiative. Yes.
initiated solely to avoid punishment are also extrinsically motivated, even though numerous intrinsic benefit can ultimately accrue, accrue to
Accrue. Yeah,
those
accrue.
who instead view punishment avoidance as a challenge that can build their sense of completion and self-determination. Which, which form of motivation is more powerful? A convincing stockpile of research on motivation strongly favor intrinsic drive, especially for long-term retention. Jean Piaget, 1972, another point out that human being universally view incongruity,
Incongruity. Yeah.
ingredity, uncertainty, and disequilibrium
This equilibrium. Yes. This
as
equilibrium.
motivating. Yeah,
All right.
as motivating. In other words, we seek out a reasonable challenge. Then we initiate behavior intends to
Yeah. Yeah. Conquer.
conquer the challenging situation. Incongruity is not itself motivation, but optimal incongruity, or what Christian 1985 called I plus one, present in us of possibility of being resolved that we will go after that resolution. Abraham Maslow 1970 claimed that intrinsic motivation is clearly superior to extrinsic. According to his hierarchy, hierarchy,
Hierarchy.
hierarchy
Hierarchy.
of need,
Yes.
we are ultimately motivated to achieve self-actualization when the basics physical safety and community needs are met. No matter what extrinsic, intrinsic rewards are present or absent, we will strive for self-esteem and fulfillment. Jerome Brunier, 1962, praising the autonomy
Autonomy.
Sorry, sir, I don't know why it's left out. Claim that the the most effective way to help both children and adults to sing and learn is to free them from the control of reward and punishment. One of the principal weaknesses of ex- extrinsically driven behavior is the additive nature. Nature. One cap one captivate
Yeah.
as it were
Captivated.
captivated as
Yes.
it were by the lure
The
of
lure. Yeah. The lure.
the lure
Attraction. Yeah. Attraction. Keep that fear nha nè. Và
of an immediate price or praise. We can become dependent or depend on those tangible rewards, even to the point that their withdrawal can ex-
yeah.
extinguish
Extinguish. Yeah. Extinguish. Wish.
extinguish extinguish to deserve to learn the desire to learn.
Desire
Now
to learn.
you desire to learn.
Yes.
Now you may be thinking that intrinsic reward play a role in the learn motivation. Wouldn't extrinsic reward coupled with intrinsic motivation, enhance the intrinsic
Yes.
intrinsics. Not according to a surprising member of research study, to example coined 1990
Yeah, illustrate.
illustrate.
Very long
One,
guess.
once subjects were asked to solve an intrinsically fascinating complex puzzle with no steady word. Halfway through the process, the experimenter informed the subjects that there would be monetary reward for solving the puzzle. From that point onward, intrinsic motivation, as measured by speed and correct step toward a solution, waned. waned.
Yes.
Teenage girls were given the task of teaching some game to the young children. One group of teachers were simply given their task. The other were told that they would receive a reward, a free ticket to movie for successful
Completing.
completing the
Yes.
teaching task. Result: the first group did their task faster, with more success and report greater pleasure in doing so than the second group. Is it is interesting that the research show that one type of intrinsic reward can indeed have an effect on intrinsic motivation. The positive feedback that learner pers- perceive as a boost to their feeling of competent and self-determination. No other eternally administered set of reward have a lasting effect. So, for example, sincerely delivered positive feedbacks in the classroom, seen by students, a, a validation of their own personal autonomy, critical thinking ability, and self fulfillment can, can increase or maintain intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is one is of course not the only determiner of success for a language learner. Sometimes no matter how much you want to accomplish something or how hard you try, you may not succeed for a host of other reason. But if the learner in your classroom are given an opportunity to language for their own personal reasons of achieving a complete or a competent and autonomy, the learner will have a better chance of success than if they become dependent on external reward for their motivation.
Thank you so much, brother Marvin. How did you feel after reading? Do you feel hurt?
I'm not feel hurt. I'm feel confident, and I think when I I read, mean I join the discussion. We it made me feel in learning. But if I just listen, my feel is a discipline.
All right. I have a request of your pronunciation. Could you please pronounce uh, yeah, pronounce this yeah this vocabulary នៅពេលដែលយើងឃើញអាពាក្យ call អញ្ចឹងណាពាក្យហ្នឹងគឺខាងក្រោយមាន ly ទៀតណាគឺពាក្យហ្នឹងអា call ហ្នឹងអត់សូវលឺណាបាទ intrinsically បាទ intrinsically អញ្ចឹងអា call ហ្នឹងវាអត់សូវលឺទេអញ្ចឹងពេលខ្លះគេអានមករបៀបវាខា lab corrective speech បាទវាអានភ្ជាប់ខ្លាំងទៅវាអត់សូវលឺ
in intrinsically
yeah intrinsically yeah intrinsically
intrinsically
yeah
okay teacher thank you
yeah how about this word this vocabulary how do you pronounce it when having lay at the end
at the end sickly
yes intrinsically it is like grammatically or basically yeah like that basically
okay
basically yeah intrinsically
yeah teacher.
okay just keep in mind this kind of word usually it is heard very soft yeah អា dry នេះបើយើងគិតទៅគេថាចលករទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទចលករឬក៏កត្តាជំរុញណាបាទ intrinsic drive ណាអាហ្នឹងកត្តាជំរុញពីខាងក្នុងមកវាមានអីខ្លះវាមានអឺបាទជាកម្លាំងចិត្តប្រឹងប្រែងអាហ្នឹងគឺវាមានកត្តាជំរុញពីខាងក្នុងណាបាទបើកត្តាជំរុញពីខាងក្រៅហ្នឹងមានដូចជារៀនដើម្បីបានរង្វាន់បានលុយបានបន្ទុកបានការសរសើរផ្សេងៗអាហ្នឹងគឺអ្វីដែលយើងទទួលបានការសរសើរពីខាងក្រៅហ្នឹងគឺ extrinsically បាទ intrinsic motivation ណាបាទបើសិនជា intrinsic motivation វិញមានន័យថាសំដៅទៅលើអ្វីដែលអ្នកអស់គ្នាប្រឹងប្រែងដោយការយល់ដឹងមកគាត់ពេលដែលរៀនចប់ទៅគាត់ខ្លាចខ្លួនដូចជាអីមួយគាត់ចង់ធ្វើអីមួយអាហ្នឹងគឺចេញពីខាងក្នុងមកគាត់គឺជា intrinsically motivation ណាបាទ intrinsic motivation sorry yes okay thank you brother you know that sounds very fantastic when we have articulated a lot and we can get some different views of our discussion yeah let's move to intrinsic motivation in education yeah, in our study in our learning who else would like to share your reading everyone Sarat Petra, could you please join could you please share your reading if you don't mind yes all right thank you so much please yeah for your great contribution please to intrinsic motivation in educational context yeah okay thank you let's move down and we see yeah could you please continue reading to finish this part yeah from the points of test until the last yeah Petra do you hear me yes
Concentration. See chapter 21st. And per
and peer
evaluation,
yes
teacher can help students to view test as feedback
instruments yeah
instrument for self
diagnosis yeah
What, sir?
diagnosis
diagnosis,
yeah
not
error
as
yeah
comparison of one's performance against norm.
yes
Students
that's okay that's
that become motivated by the experience and by achieving self-knowledge. The overview
the otherwise extrinsic values.
Exercise and so you. Ê, đọc rồi.
Congratulations to yourself.
Take
Okay, please.
string uh,
Yeah, values.
value that are given in table 5.1.
Yeah, it is above.
Uh, uh, im,
Immediate
immediate uh,
gratification.
gratification,
Fic- yes.
material, reward, com, competition,
Competition. Yes.
and fear of
Failure. Yeah.
failure can also be uh, the re
Redirected.
directed
Yes.
through emphasizing
Emphasizing
emphasizing the big picture, uh, ranger
like
perspective,
a okay, like a
like
perspective.
the perspective.
Yes.
Letting student set long-term goal,
All right.
allowing uh, suffic-
Sufficient.
sufficient
Yeah.
what
Sufficient. Yes.
sufficient
Sufficient.
time to learning. Uh, cooperative
Yeah. Cooperative. Yeah.
learning
Cooperative.
activity,
Yes. Cooperative learning activities. All right.
group work, viewing the class as the team, contact, uh, centered
Content
teaching,
center. Yeah. Content
center teaching.
teaching. Okay.
English for uh, specific
Specifics.
vocab, vocational, professional, uh, purpose,
Purposes.
purpose,
Okay.
purposes.
Purpose. Yeah. Purposes. Okay. English.
English in the workplace,
Yes.
allowing uh, restricting
Restricting
behavior,
behavior. Yes.
rewarding in innovation,
Innovation.
innovation, yes, and creativity,
Yes.
such activity and atti-
Attitudes.
attitude on your part uh, appeal to the deeper
Yeah.
because
Causes
of
motivation
motivation they get at need and
and
uh,
rise.
drive at self control at the balance uh, say here, realistic
Realistic. Yeah. Realistic perception.
perception
Yes.
of self and even at the simple joy of learning for its own sake.
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 Own benefit. Own sake. Own benefit ណាអត្ថប្រយោជន៍ផ្ទាល់ខ្លួនណាបាទ Okay, thank you អ្នកគ្រូ how did you feel after reading?
Feeling hurt.
I know you are busy with the children, with the kids, but you forget yourself to improve your reading skill.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because of your tiredness from the kids interrupting you very often, very always. Uh, but penning reading seem to be our challenges. So, however, we cannot read very well. Me too, but we try to read at least 5 or 10 minutes each day. Yeah, for myself, I always try to read the journal record to complete my draft for my PhD learning in the future. Hopefully, however, I miss to learn it, but I try to explore how to draft my dissertation. So I try to read, and then I extract the main point, and I try to write a short paragraph relating to the main point, my thesis title, by citation from the sources. Okay, so reading can be helpful to, yeah, especially to improve our pronunciation, yeah, our correct pronunciation. Yeah, sometimes. Okay, everyone. Now let's move to intrinsic motivation in the second language classroom. Yeah. Mm. Who would like to read, or do you want me to read it for you? មានពីណាចង់អានបើអត់ទេខ្ញុំអានជូនណាបាទបើខ្ញុំអានជូនចេះតែខ្ញុំខ្លួនឯង
Ah,
who want to read? Say my okay. You know, I feel supernova happy. Okay, please. Thank you so much for your sharing reading, please. Okay,
yeah, teacher.
let's start, please. Yes.
Intrinsic motivation in the second language classroom.
Yes.
Turning to the role of intrinsic, teacher.
Yeah, intrinsic.
Intrinsic motivation in second language classroom in particular consider these activities their capitalize on the intrinsics by appealing to the learner's self-determination and autonomy.
Yes.
Teaching writing as a thinking process in which learners develop their own idea precisely and openly. Showing learner strengths of reading that enable them to bring their own information to the written word. Language experience approach in which students create their own readings material for others in the class to read. Overall, fluency exercises in which learners talk about what interests them and know about the teacher assigned topic. Listening Listening to earn academic literature
Lecture.
in one's own field of student for specific information that will fill a gap for the learner. Communicative language teaching, in which language is taught to enable learner to accomplish certain specific fluent function.
Yes.
Grammatical explanation is learners see their potential
Yeah, potential.
potential for increasing their autonomy in a second language. Actually, every technique in your language classroom can be subject to an intrinsic motivation litmus test to determine
Yeah, determine.
determine the extent to which they
Yeah, adhere.
adhere to this powerful principle. Apply the following checklists to help you determine determine
Bà determine á, anh nó cái gì
determine
bạn về determine á. Determine
determine
determine không ada kisah jimban. Okay, please. Yeah, you need to
determine
be the yes.
whether something you're doing in the classroom in
Contributing, yeah, contributing.
contributing to your students' intrinsic traits.
Yes. A checklist of intrinsically motivating techniques.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you more,
Yes.
teacher?
Yes, yes, please, a bit more. It is the subheading.
Okay. One, does the techniques appeal to the
Okay,
guide
genuine.
a
Okay,
genuine
genuine.
interest of your students? It
Yes.
is relevant to their
Is it
life,
relevant?
their life,
Is it okay relevant to your okay to their lives? Okay.
to their life. Two, do you present do you present the techniques in a positive, in
And so, enthusiastic.
enthusiastic manners?
Yes.
Three, are students clearly aware of
Aware.
aware of the purpose of the techniques? Four, do students have some choice in A. Choosing some aspect of the techniques, B. de- determining determining how they go about fulfilling
Okay, fulfilling.
the goal of the technique. 5. Does the technique encourage students to discover for themselves certain principle or rule rather than simply being told? 6. Does it encourage students in some way to develop or use effective stages of learning and communication? 7. Does it contribute at least to some extent to students' uh,
Ultimate.
ultimate autonomy and independence from use? Some nữa để An là nói ví dụ.
And come. Yeah, yeah, okay. We read it normally.
8. Does it foster cooperative negotiation with other students in the class? It is truly interactive.
Yeah, interactive.
Interactive. 9. Does the techniques present a respectable challenge? 10. Do students receive
Sufficient.
sufficient feedback on their performance from each other or from you?
Okay. Do you need help from your classmates?
I think it's okay, teacher.
Okay, please continue.
Okay. Throughout the rest of this book, you will be reminded of the importance of the intrinsic motivation principle in achieving your goal as a teacher. Think of yourself not so much as a teacher who must constantly deliver information to your students, but more as a fac-
Facilitator.
facilitator of
Facilitator.
facilitator
Yes.
of learning whose job is it is to set the state of learning to start the well turning inside the head of your student, to turn them on their own abilities and to help
yeah, channel.
channel those abilities in fruitful direction.
Yes,
Sâu tòng ở cái chú
và Sultan đòn nhé.
sâu tòng đơn nhé and Kata
Caesar,
Caesar 1998
page 215.
page 215 offers a set of 10 common common
Yeah, commandments.
commandments
Uh,
for motivating learning based on a several right chứ?
okay, survey of Hungarian
Survey of union
Hungarian foreign
Hung,
language teachers.
Hungarian foreign language teachers.
Yes.
All 10 items focus on what the teacher can do to uh,
Stimulate.
stimulate intrinsic motivation. 1. Set a personal exam with your own behavior. 2. Create a pleasant, relaxed
Atmosphere.
atmosphere in the classroom. 3. Present the test properly. 4. Develop a good relation with the learners. 5. Increase the learner
Yeah.
linguistic self
Linguistic. Yeah, linguistic.
linguistic self-confidence.
Yes.
6. Make the language classes interesting. 7. Promote learner autonomy. 8. Personalize the learning process. 9. Increase the learner's goal
Orientedness.
or
Oriented.
orientedness.
Yes.
10. Fam- family
Familiarize.
familiarize learner with a target language culture.
All right. All right.
These 10 guidelines coming directly from teacher out there in the ENA
Yeah. Arena.
arena.
Yeah. Side view.
And
Our worst. Yeah.
our careful consideration compare them to my own six general guidelines for enforcing your ESL classroom with some intrinsically motivation dynamics.
Okay. Dynamics. Yeah.
Dynamics.
Yeah.
Mm.
Intrinsically motivating dynamic. Yeah. You know, ESL between English as second language. Okay. It still have more. Is it okay? Does it look lovely to read? Yeah. Okay. Here it is the exercise. Yeah, the exercise. Okay. Everyone. Hopefully you at last get, yeah, some content from this chapter reading, and yeah. Okay. This 10 guidelines refer to this 10 commandments. Yeah, 10 commandments. អាហ្នឹងបូននៅក្នុងកពីព្រះយេស៊ូវគេហៅអីបញ្ញត្តិទាំង10ប្រការខ្ញុំអត់ចាអត់វិន័យទាំង10ប្រការណាវិន័យបាទក្រោយមកគេ summarize មកទៅពីនៅសញ្ញាថ្មីរបស់ New Testament ណានៅក្នុងកពីហ្នឹងក៏សម្បូរពាក្យរៀងវេទនាដែរណាបាទអូខេស៊ីម៉ាច់ yeah, do you want to
Yes,
keep reading or yeah or any suggestion? Yeah, you have choices to request or to reject to continue.
Okay, I can continue, teacher.
Okay, yes, please. That's so good, please.
Okay. One teacher
Enablers.
and the blurs not reverter.
Okay, rewarders. Yeah.
Therefore, when you teach, focus less on how to ad- administer immediate or lang-
Yeah, tangible.
tangible rewards and more on how to get students to turn into their potential and to be challenged by
Determine
self-determined
goals.
goals. 2. Learners need to develop autonomy, not dependence. Therefore, be careful not to let learners become dependent on your daily praise,
Yeah, daily praise.
praise and other feedback. Rather, determine,
Administer.
administer praise selectively, and uh,
Judiciously.
judiciously, helping students to recognize their own self-satisfaction in having done something well.
All right.
3. Help learners to talk charge
Yeah,
of
to take.
their own learners through setting some personal goal and uh, ut- uh,
Utilizing.
utilizing learning stages
Yeah, strategies.
strategy.
All right.
4. Learner
Center.
center cooperative teaching is intrinsically motivating. Therefore give students opportunities to make choice and activities topic discussion at sometimes a simple either or choice. Okay, class, for the next 10 minutes we can either do this little close test or review for the test. Which do you want to do? Help students to develop intrinsic motive.
Yes.
They feel less like puppets on a string if you can involve them in various
Yeah, okay. Warriors. Yeah, warriors.
various aspects of looking at their needs and
Diagnosing.
self-diagnosing
Diagnosing.
of planning lesson and objective or deciding in which direction to lesson might go and of evaluate,
Evaluating.
eval,
Yeah, evaluating.
evaluating their learnings.
Yes.
5. Content-based activity and
Yeah, courses.
courses are intrinsically motivating. Therefore, you might
Strive.
try to focus your student on interesting, relevant,
Okay, relevant.
subject matter content that get them more ling- linguistically
Linguist. Yeah, linguist.
linguistically involve the meaning and purpose and less with verb and preposition.
And preposition.
Preposition.
All right. Yeah, preposition.
Six,
Yeah, please.
Tests with some special attention from the teacher can be intrinsically motivating, allowing some student input to the test giving wells throughout classroom tests that are first, first,
Valid.
first valid
Yes.
in the eye of student and giving narrative in
Evaluations.
evaluation are just some of the topics covered in chapter 22 on how your test can contribute to intrinsic motivation.
All right. Congratulations that you have long reading paragraph.
All of the above in
Enthusiasm. And
enthusiasm.
yes,
Enthusiasm for intrinsic motivation shouldn't
the you
lure you into thinking that we now have a catch-all
yeah, catch-all.
catch-all concept that will explain everything about learning and teaching. Other factors affect learning outcome, negative ability, age, context of learning, style, preference, background experience, and qualification, availability of time to give the effort needed, and the quality of input that is beyond the imme- immediate control of the learner. And clearly, you will be able to use a combination of extrinsic for more immediate concern or for extremely low motivational context. For example, an intrinsic motive to your advantage in the classroom there is in-depth, a place and a very soundly supportable supportable
Yeah, supportable place.
supportable place for extrinsic
Intrinsic
motive
motives.
in the language classroom. But when all the factor
The factors.
the factor are duly duly or duly
Consider. Yeah, consider
duly consider the student long-term goals, their
has
pace
level.
level of feeling and thinking, and their global assessment of their potential to be self-actualized
Actualize.
is much better served by promoting intrinsic motive. Your task is to maintain this intrinsically motivating first
Factors
factor on an
lying. Underlying.
underlying plan of answerness in your mind whenever wherever learner are placed under your
Shoot late.
tutelage.
Congratulations for your reading. Yeah, however, you have tried your best and you have already struggled your challenges. Okay, keep reading almost every day. will improve your ability of reading, and you will quickly understand or acquire the content from your reading text very well. ចង់បញ្ជាក់ជូនជាមូលហេតុដែលគ្នាយើងអញ្ចឹងដោយសារអត់ព្រមអានបាទអត់ព្រមអានណាដល់អត់ព្រមអានហ្នឹងទៅវាធ្វើឲ្យការកន្លោះដំណាក់របស់យើងអត់តន់ហួយហួយទេណាបាទជួយហួយគាត់ល្អជាងបើសិនពួកគាត់លោឡារហងៃគាត់ noisy រហងៃហើយយើងបាទចាស់ហើយអត់សូវខំទៀតនៅថ្ងៃវិញថាឲ្យ Okay everyone thank you I think at last you feel pleasant and you feel relaxed but I don't think you feel relaxed you feel sleepy by the way do all of you strongly agree with these comments
Yeah, teacher.
okay